Hello everyone, welcome back to CFA with Jay, and today we'll be starting with fixed income. So what we'll be covering up today is the basics of fixed income and a few other things like how to calculate the price of the bond using spot rate, forward rate, etc., etc. So let's move forward with that. Okay, as I said, today we'll be starting with fixed income. So first, what does fixed income include? It includes basically bonds. So, what are bonds? Bonds are instruments, debt instruments, which are issued by a borrower and they are then bought by the investors. So, bonds have basically, we can say, 4 to 5 things that you need to know. First is the maturity. So, maturity is the number of years when the bond will mature. For example, I have issued a bond today and I say that it will mature at after 5 years. So in 2030, the bond will mature. So the maturity is 5. What do you mean by maturity? At maturity, you get back your money that you have given to the borrower. Then second is face value. So what is face value? Face value, technically it is always 100 or 1000, at least while solving sums. But face value is the amount that you get back at the time of maturity. That means that face value is the amount which you'll get back after 5 years. Then third is issuer. So, who is the issuer? The one who issues the bond, that is the one who borrows the money, is the issuer of the bond. Then, fourth is coupons. So, coupons are the rate or the amount that you get annually because you are taking the risk of investing in that bond and lending your money. So you get a periodic payment, and that payment is called as coupon. Technically, it is interest, but for bonds, we name it as coupons. Fifth, we can say is issue price. So issue price is the price at which the bond is issued technically. Sixth is yield. So what is yield? So yield is technically the percentage or the amount you earn after the bond matures. So and at the end of the maturity or end of the life of the bond, the amount that you get is called as yield. Yield is also known as YTM, that is yield to maturity. And seventh is indenture. So what is indenture? Indenture is an agreement technically that the issuer is issuing that bond and the investor is giving him the money. Then it includes everything, how much coupon he has to get, when will the bond mature. It has all the technical agreements that are agreed upon by a borrower and a investor. So all of that is included in an indenture or an bond agreement. So this is all the basic terminologies that you need to learn about or that you need to know about fixed income or a bond. One more thing, market value of the bond. Market value of the bond, I'm just going to define it as CFA Institute defines it. Market value of a bond is a present value of all the future cash flows, and it is discounted at current YTM. I'll repeat. It is the present value of all the future cash flows discounted at current YTM. Technically, it is the value of the bond at the current period. There are few things that you need to know. For example, if market value of the bond is greater than the face value of the bond, it is always a premium bond. So why is it a premium bond? For example, uh, the entire market is, suppose the entire market is giving or issuing the bond with a coupon of or the interest of 6%. But you, on the other hand, you being the issuer of the bond, you want to issue your bond, suppose bond A at 8%. So, because your bond will be giving more coupon than what the general market is giving, the demand for your bond will increase, and this will lead to increase in the price of the bond, which will eventually increase more than the face value. Suppose the face value is 100, eventually because the demand of your bond is so much, it will go up to 106. Suppose this will be your current market value of the bond. As the market value is greater than the face value of the bond is trading at premium. But what if your market value is less than your face value? It means that your bond is a discount bond. Discount bond. Now, for example, the general market is giving issuing the bond, not giving, issuing the bond or giving the bond at a coupon of 6%. But you, on the other hand, you don't want to pay so much to the investors. So you decide that no, my bond B is going to only pay 4% coupon annually. So obviously, if you are getting more income, that is annual income by by investing in some other bond in the general market where you'll get 6%, that is 60 rupees, for example, if the face value is 100, then why would investor want to issue or want to take your bond B? So to make your bond more attractive, you decrease the market value of the bond. So, for example, if the face value of the bond is 100 and the market value is, suppose currently the bond is trading at, suppose, 90 rupees. So, for a face value of 100 means at the maturity you'll get 100 rupees. But you're getting currently that bond at 90 rupees. So obviously for the difference between this, you are willing to compromise on the 2% difference here. So that's when you say that this bond is trading at discount. And so you'll ask that what is beneficial for an investor? Well, it depends upon you. For example, if you want a stable monthly or yearly income, a high income, then obviously you'll go for premium bonds because they are paying you more interest than or more coupons than what the general market is paying you. But if you want to, if the daily income is, I mean, yearly income is not that much of importance, but you want to invest less and gain more at the maturity, you can invest in discount bonds. It is as simple as that. But when the okay, yeah. But when the market value is equal to face value, the bond is at par. Okay, these were the basic things. So next we learn about spot rates. How to find the price of the bond using spot rate. What is spot rate? Spot rate is a current interest rate for a zero coupon bond. So spot rates are different for, or maybe same, but are stated for each and every different year. So we'll take an example and then solve it. So first, using spot rate, how to get present value of the bond? Present value is equal to coupon upon 1 plus whatever the YTM is, that is, or spot rate is, not YTM, spot rate is, suppose this is for first year, plus coupon divided by 1 plus R percent 2 dot 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 plus C plus FV divided by 1 plus R% divided by N. Whenever the N is whenever the bond matures. So I'll teach you how to do it on calculator, but let's take an example first. So I'll keep the formula here and I'll write example here. So for example, there is a bond with FV of 1000, then coupon of 10%, and year 1, 2, and 3. Then spot rates of 10%, 12%, and 15%. So now we need to calculate the present value of the bond and also calculate the YTM of the bond. Okay. So first of all, take your calculator. Then now your coupon, follow my steps as I'll also be doing it here, but follow my steps because I'll be saying it loud. So first is what will be a coupon? Coupon will be 10% of 1000. That is 100 rupees is our coupon. So what will be our formula with values? PV is equal to 100 divided by first year spot rate is 10%. So 1 plus 10% bracket 1. Let's solve this first on calculator. First, type 100, then okay, type 100, then here divided by, now 1 plus 10% is 0.10, correct? Plus 1. So 1.10. So divided by 1.10, whatever that is. So it is 90.9090 something. Hit storage and 1. Okay. Then clear work. This is for first year, but we have more 2 years forward, correct? So plus 100 divided by 1 plus 12%. So 12% raised to 2. So first we'll do, okay. So first again 100 divided by, now 1 plus 12% is 1.12. So divided by 1.12. Okay, 1.12. Here is point if you don't know. This is point. And then just put x square, this button, x square. Okay. And then is equal to, then you'll get some value and put storage 2. Done. Then clear work. Now, for third year, you will also have 1000 with 100. So 1000 plus 100 divided by what is third year's sword rate? 15%. So 1 plus 15% divided by, sorry, raised to 3. So first, put 1100 on your calculator, then divided by 1 plus 15% is 1.15. So type 1.15. Okay, now 3 means first square. So put square and then again divide it by 1.15. 1.15 is equal to, you got some value here, 700 and something something. So that will be your storage 3. Okay. So clear work again. Recall 1 plus recall 2 plus recall 3 is equal to 893.89 is your answer. Okay, yeah, here we go. Did you get it how to do recall? Wait, I'll again teach you. So first, this is your recall button. So recall 1 plus, then again with recall 2, then plus, then again recall 3 is equal to 893.89. So 894-ish is your present value. So you have got your present value as 893.89. Now this present value will always be negative because that is the amount that you have invested. That is the inflow cash flow. So if it is outflow cash flow. So when it is outflow, it will be negative. So now how to calculate YTM? So first, this is your answer, correct? So change the sign of this answer by this button, minus plus or plus minus this button. See, you got minus sign here, and that, then once you've got that, then here there is a button as PV, hit that button, PV, okay, PV, that's it. Then now your PV is entered. Now what is your FV? FV is 1000. So put 1000, 1000, and then just click on FV. This is your FV button, FV. Done. Now our maturity is after 3 years. So put 3 and then just click N. So this is your maturity. Now how much is your coupon? It is 10%, means 100 rupees. So put 100 as your PMT. And then I by Y is your yield. Yield to maturity. So compute. This is the button for compute. Press that button, compute, and I by Y. Yeah. 14 point something 61 is your I by Y. This is how you calculate the price of the bond using spot rate and the YTM using spot rate calculated present value, if that makes sense. So, yeah, this was one of the easiest part of fixed income. Next, what you'll have to do is calculate forward rates using spot rates. So they'll give you spot rates for different years and you'll have to calculate forward rates using them. So how are forward rates given? It is, so first you have to, spot rates will be given and then you'll have to calculate forward rates with them. So now how do you do it? That is a second part. First part is how is forward rate written. So it is written 1y and 1y. So this 1 will be ever changing. So this one, this sorry. Okay, but you understand, right? That 1y is after X years, for suppose. And this part is for X years. So in exam, it will be given as, suppose, for example, it is given 2-year implied forward rate in 5 years. So that this entire statement means 5y, 2y. Means after 5 years, for 2 years, that implied forward rate will be that much. Okay. So this is how you'll interpret on how what you have to calculate, what kind of forward rate you have to calculate. In the question, it will be given as 2-year implied forward rate in 5 years. It means 5y by 2y. This is one type of thing, at least see if it does. So yeah. Calculating forward rates using spot rates is a very short process, yet long process, we can say. And there are different, so there is some formula in the book, but I usually don't refer it because I have my own way. So it was taught to me honestly by my faculty or my professor. So let's learn that. I'd like to share it with you. So, for example, let's take an example. Suppose spot rate of year one is given as 10%. Year 2 is 13%. Year 3 is 15%. Spot rate for year 4 is 18%, and spot rate for year 5 is 22%. Now, suppose they have asked you to calculate 0y, 1y. Okay. So, after 0 years for 1 year. So, what does it make sense? So, after 0 year, so on a, okay, wait, where do I okay. So, after 0 years till 1 year. So, this same rate will be implied for this period because there is no other fluctuation or no other thing that is involved in this period. So 0y, 1y will always be your, so forward rate for 0y, 1y will always be your spot rate of 1, that is 10%. Okay, this is the first one. Then second one, for example, it is given as 1y, 1y. Okay, after 1 year, for 1 year. So what you do here is 1 plus 1, 2. So you take second year spot rate, 1 plus spot rate. That means 1.13, correct? Bracket 1 plus 1, 2. 2. Done. Divided by the first number, that is first number spot rate, that is S1. That is 10%. So 1 plus 10%, that is 1.10 raised to this. The spot rate is for first year, right? So 1 minus 1 into 100. So let's calculate this on our calculator. This is very simple. So first type 1.13, 1.13, and then square, then divided by 1.10, and then is equal to, and then minus 1 is equal to into 100. That is 16.08. So that is 16.08. Next, third, for example, they ask you, let's take one more similar example first. 2y, 1y. So how do you do it? 2y, 1y. 2 plus 1, 3. So spot rate for third year, that is 1.15 because 1 plus 15%. Raised to 2 plus 1, 3. Now first number is what? 2. So spot rate for second year. So 1.13 raised to, because it is the second year here, 2 minus 1 into 100. Okay, let's calculate that. So first type 1.15 on your calculator. Then here there is a function as y raised to x. Click on that. Then click on 3. 3 is equal to. This will be your storage 1. Storage 1. Okay. Now clear work. Then 1.13. 1.13 raised to 2 means what? Square. So x square. X square is equal to this number. That will be your storage 2. Clear work. Then recall 1 divided by recall 2 is equal to some number minus 1 into 100. Minus 1 into 100. That is 19.10. 19.10% means after 0 year to 1 year, your forward rate is 10%. After 1 year till 1 year, your forward rate is 16.08. After 2 years to 1 year, your forward rate will be 19.10%. Correct? Now, first, fourth one is, suppose they ask you 6y, 1y. Now, how do you calculate 6y, 1y? 6 plus 1, 7. But we are not given the spot rate for 7th year, correct? So this 6y, 1y cannot be calculated. It's as simple as that. So when the addition of this exceeds the last number of this year for spot rate, that forward rate cannot be calculated. Next, 5. Suppose you have to calculate 2y, 3y. So how will you calculate? 2 plus 3, 5, correct? So fifth year spot rate, that is 1.22 raised to 5 divided by 2. So means second year spot rate. 1.13 raised to 2 minus 1 into 100. Now, what is the trick here? So, if you see, for this sum, 1 by 1 by, sorry, for this sum, 1 by 1 by 2 minus 1, your 2 minus 1, the subtraction comes to 1, correct? Even for this, 3 minus 2, the subtraction is 1, correct? But for this sum, 5 minus 2 is what? 3. This is not similar to your normal 2y 1y or 1y 1y sum, correct? Because the difference is coming more than 1. So, this you have to solve in a different kind of way. First, you'll put 1.22 on your calculator. Y by x, 5 is equal to 2.7 something something, storage 1. Then 1.13 Y by x, now it is 2, so you can just do x square. X square, this will be your storage 2. Now recall 1 divided by recall 2 is equal to, you have got some answer, correct? Now, this answer, again, you will put y by x function bracket. Now the difference is 3, correct? So 1 divided by 3 bracket closed is equal to, you got some answer, minus 1 into 100 means the answer is 28.39. 28.39%. This is your forward rate after 2 years. For 3 years, this is your forward rate. This is how you calculate a forward rate which has the difference of the something more than 1. Okay? Something means the 5 and 2, the difference between the powers is more than 1. That then you have to use this trick. Okay, so I think that's it for this video. In next video, we'll be doing more things. We'll be learning about how to calculate spot rate using forward rate, how to calculate par rate, the par curve, the Z curve, sorry, Z, the par curve, the forward curve, and the spot curve, how are they interconnected, and this is all for next video. So hang on and see you all in next video. Till then, bye bye.